Hello friends. Today we'll learn about the absorption of carbohydrate. To my channel Educators, don't forget to like, share and subscribe and put the bell icon for the notification. Let us first know what is absorption. Basically, it is the movement of digested food molecules through the walls of the small intestine. So there is a question in your mind that can come, that is, why are there so many finger-like projections in the cells of the small intestine? So where are the finger-like projections? These are the finger-like projections. So these are known as the villi. They are present in the small intestine and they increases the space, they increases the area of absorption for the digested food particles. So these are the digested food particles, the various digested food particles that moves through the small intestine, through the villi of the small intestine, and they ultimately move to the blood capillary. So this process is known as absorption. And today we'll learn about the absorption of carbohydrate. First, let us know that the carbohydrate absorption is maximum in the jejunum. Carbohydrate or any sugar, due to the presence of the OH bond in their structure, they get absorbed very easily. And sodium, salt, they provide a vital role, they play a vital role in the absorption process of carbohydrate. So any carbohydrate, whether that is starch, whether that is disaccharide, starch that is polysaccharide, any disaccharide that is maltose, sucrose, lactose, all of them get converted to the monosaccharides before absorption. The monosaccharides of the carbohydrate, any form, is glucose and fructose and galactose. So maltose get converted to two molecules of glucose with the help of the maltase enzyme. Sucrose get converted to glucose and fructose with the help of sucrase enzyme, and lactose gets converted to glucose and galactose with the help of lactase enzyme. And all these monosaccharides, that is glucose, fructose and galactose, are absorbed in the jejunum of your body. So the rate of glucose and galactose, the absorption rate of glucose and galactose is 100%, and galactose are easily absorbed more faster than that of the glucose. Whereas the absorption rate of fructose is 44%, xylose is 30%, and mannose is 33%. Vitamins B1, B2 and B6 help in the carbohydrate absorption along with insulin and glucagon. The rate of absorption of carbohydrate is directly proportional to the rate of monosaccharides in the body. So how much monosaccharide has been produced in the body will directly influence the rate of absorption. The more monosaccharides in your body, the faster the absorption rate will be. So now see, this is the lumen of the small intestine, this portion is the lumen, and this is the small intestinal epithelial cell. This is the interstitial fluid, and this part is the capillary. So what we are seeing, there is a digestion process shown. Like maltose, they are trying to get inside, but they couldn't cross the barrier. So what happened? This maltose, with the help of the maltase enzyme, got converted to two molecules of glucose. Now this glucose is over here, which will now be absorbed in the blood cells. Fructose, due to the presence of ketone body, will be absorbed by facilitated diffusion process. Facilitated diffusion means it will be a passive diffusion process, but there will be a need of a carrier. Whereas glucose and galactose are absorbed in a similar way because both of them have the aldehyde group, and they do the secondary active transport. They are transported with the help of sodium. As you can see in this picture, there is sodium which is carrying glucose and sodium which is carrying galactose across the interstitial fluid into the capillary. So any kind of absorption, before any kind of absorption, we need to have this phosphorylation of the carbohydrates, which is a mandate. So now we can see the fructose, they will move by facilitated diffusion, glucose with the help of sodium transport by secondary active transport medium, galactose again same way with the help of sodium, they will move across the blood cell barrier. Now here we can see it very clearly. There is a sodium glucose co-transporter which is carrying this glucose and galactose. Just see, this orange ball is glucose and the green ball is galactose. They are being carried with the help of this SGLT1 to the enterocyte. This is the villi, as you can understand. So they are being carried into the enterocyte. Over here, fructose, they are carried by the glucose transporter 5, that is the GLUT5, and again all of them are present in the enterocyte. Now all of them will be carried to the capillary with the help of GLUT2, that is the glucose transporter 2. So glucose and galactose, as they have the aldehyde group, they will be actively transport. Active transport means energy will be used for their transport, and it will be dependent on sodium glucose co-transporter who will carry them to the enterocyte. Fructose will be will move via facilitated diffusion with the help of this glucose transporter GLUT5, and it will also move to the enterocyte. All of them together will move to the capillary with the help of glucose transporter 2 or the GLUT2. Again, once they are in the capillary, they will move into the portal vein, which will transport all the monosaccharides to the liver. So this part is the liver, this is the small intestine part as shown, and this part is the portal vein. So whatever monosaccharides have been absorbed over here will move to the liver via this portal vein. Thank you, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe, educators.